And then there's black firecracker. Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about my lapids. So this is Pseudechis guttatus. This is a spotted black snake, and this in particular lapid has the same venom, concentrated venom on the LD50 scale than a mulga. So it's got the same strength venom as a mulga. Very quick snake, obviously being in the elapid family, also being the black snake family, is not quite as neurotoxic as your brown snakes or your taipans. So this girl here, Galaxy, all male, I haven't really sexed them, I've just been always calling her a girl, is quite friendly, as I've had her since a baby, but she does take the opportunity to bite me when she can, so you can never be too complacent. But as you can see, she's quite long, so should be at least a metre long now at about 2 years of age, and she's just a really impressive snake. Being the red phase too, so the spotted blacks, they actually come out in multiple different colours, from the granite black to bluey green to the red phase, and this is the red phase here. They're also called the blue belly black snake. Even no matter what phase or locality that they're from, that you can still see underneath the blue in the middle of the red. So the blue-bellied black snake is quite a fitting name. So there's also a funny thing about these guys also, is that because they do carry the same toxins and strength of the neurotoxin as the king brown, they're classified as one of the deadliest black snakes, so the Pseudechis family in the world. I don't know much difference apart from the name, the spotted mulga compared to the spotted black, as their venom are quite the same, they look quite the same, but obviously just the size difference of the mulgas are quite large. This is quite a smaller snake. So these guys feed on reptiles, amphibians, and they're found all across the southeast of Queensland. As you can see, it is a nice snake. It's up at my chest height on this table, and if it was an angry snake, it would have definitely had a go at me by now. She is absolutely beautiful. And this is Galaxy, and just an update on her. Just trying to get away from her head. How sick is that? But yeah, she's getting super long, super awesome. Now we'll just pop her back. This is no joke though, guys. This is in the top 20 of the world in venom, and there's only the puffin black snake that is actually more venomous, neurotoxic venom than these guys have. Super cool. Pseudechis guttatus. I'm going to pop it back now. Super cool. The lapids are just so cool. She could if she wanted to get angry at me and whip around. So you always have to be concentrating on the animal. And there's always a chance that they just get fed up with you and start whipping around. Awesome, guys. So that is Galaxy. Look how chill she is. Cool. Alright, I'm going to pop her back. Boom. And this is Gandalf, a red belly black. He is a bit twitchy. He's not the nicest of red bellies. He went alright for a little bit there, but at the moment he's very defensive, fighting himself, and he's going to read your animals, guys. So if he's not in a good mood, I'm not going to stuff around with him. It's still a very high potency venom. He just not sure what is really aggravating him at the moment. It might be due to breeding season was not too long ago, and there's other snakes and elapids in here. But now that it's calmed down a little bit, Gandalf should be okay. Anyway, so this is a red-bellied black snake, and this was my first animal. And I've had it since a baby as well. And as I said, some days he's good, some days he's a bit fiery. So we just kind of do as much as he'll let us do, if that makes sense. But yeah, so this guy is also roughly a meter long, maybe more, but it's definitely more girthy. So these guys are also, just like the spotted black, also eat reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds, basically anything they can get their mouth on. And they're always found around creeks and wetlands and stuff like that as well, just like the spotted black. These guys' range is a lot bigger than the spotted black, as there's different localities of these guys. So there's a locality up in North Queensland, which I've heard is a lot more aggressive, and then there's, which makes sense because they're running at a hotter temperature constantly. And then down south we have in New South Wales and whatnot, we also have these guys, and they seem to be a lot more placid. But that is not saying that you should be doing what I'm doing right now with a venomous snake. These guys are relatively tame compared to a wild snake. But yeah, so you definitely do not free handle any venomous snakes like what I'm doing. And as you saw in America, silly person got an inland taipan, which is the most venomous snake in the world, and it was just a little baby, which is like the collet, which I'm going to get out next, and I'll show you that my tactics of touching the collet is completely different to the tactics touching an animal like this. This is an elaphid as well, another Pseudechis in the Pseudechis family, another black snake family, and it's called Pseudechis Pseudechis, which is a super cool name as well. But yeah, so this is Gandalf. Just getting quite large, and these guys are not quite as toxic or potent as the spotted black, as Galaxy, but they are still ranging in that top 20 as well. I still would not be trusting this snake to be up against my body or on my arms or anything like that, as he is still, before I get him out of the cage, he's very twitchy. It's once he's out of the cage, he kind of settles down a little bit. But yeah. Alright, so that's Gandalf, guys. And we'll just try to let him lengthen himself out so you can get an idea of his size. And his, I think Galaxy is nearly caught up to him in length, but he is a lot more girthy. So I'm going to put this guy back as well. That is the red belly black, guys. Cool. Alright. So this is a Colette. It is such a beautiful animal. Bright red firecracker. This is another Pseudechis. Pseudechis Colette. And these guys grow into one of the longest Pseudechis, apart from the mulga. This is a different sort of animal. Oh. This is a different sort of animal. It's very responsive, much like a mulga. Alright. So this is Mutiny. This is my Colette. And he is wild card, this guy. So he just moves like a firecracker. And he really wants to take my life. Because he's just defending himself because he's so small. So this guy will actually turn into one of the biggest of the Pseudechis, the longest of the Pseudechis, and also is only found in one small area in Western Queensland. But in my opinion, some of these guys can become the prettiest of all the leopards. Absolutely wild. Such an impressive animal. The bright red, the bright orange, the blood red, the dark. This is literally screaming, I'm dangerous, leave me alone. And it is dangerous. And I should leave it alone. But what I'm doing now for you guys is I'm showing you the training processes. Ready? The training processes of taming my leopards down for demonstrations later on down the track. So I'm just easing him in, I'm trying not to scare him. But he's already scared. This guy is such an impressive animal, and I really like his defensive posture. It reminds me, I've said it before and I'll say it again, these guys remind me of a skater or a surfer when they get to their defensive posture. You know what I mean. But this is super sick, and very responsive animals. Ready again? He'll come striking at me, lunging. Lunge. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. That's sick. So, that's such an impressive animal to me, and just the colours of them are just bomb diggity. So they're my largest leopards at the moment, and then I've also got Shere Khan the tiger, and then also the Death Adder. This guy is such a character, and that's why his name is Mutiny. Because he just constantly wants to kill his captain. Nice. That's so sick. Absolutely awesome, guys. But yeah, so with the smaller elapid, below 60 centimeters. So this guy would, man, he'd only just be getting on 60 centimeter mark now, but he's still a dangerous animal to be touching on the tail, because just the reaction time of you being able to move away in time is almost non-existent. So that is the difference between using his gloves. Like, I don't have to use his gloves, it just makes my life easier. It makes me not have to hurt him, and it just makes the whole experience a lot easier for both of us. He can't bite through his gloves. A larger lapid could possibly chew through these gloves, even though these are the Hex Armor gloves. But yeah, otherwise you use 2 hooks for your smaller lapids. 2 hooks for gloves. But yeah, anyway, cheers for tuning in. I just wanted to update you and show you what I do to get my animals ready for demonstrating. I'll try to get them another. You should be okay. Alright, awesome. Great progress with these guys. Awesome. Awesome, guys. See you next time. Out. Nearly got my other hand, the dog. Alright, sweet guys. Out.